Hello students, in this lecture, in this third lecture, I am going to explain about alternating current waveforms. Alternating current waveforms. Generally, we represent alternating current as AC. AC means alternating current, and also we say this one is a sinusoidals, right? See that the objective is here. At the end of this lecture, we'll be able to explain sinusoids and their parameters, right? So here alternating current waveforms. So we see the introduction. So sinusoidal AC voltages are available from variety of sources. You just see that here. So the first one is the generating plant. So on the generating plant, right, you see that alternating currents, right, and also you see that the portable generator, this B, the portable generator also you will get the output, right? So and also you see that wind power stations also, so alternating current will be generated. And also you see that a solar panel also you will generate alternating current. So what happens, this is the solar panel, so it will convert solar energy into electrical energy, so that will be DC. So after that what happens, you connect the inverter, so inverter converts DC current to AC current, so that we can use at home, right? Next one is the function generator. The function generator output also AC current. See, you see that AC power even at generation stations, right? This portable AC generator, and also this wind power stations, and we can see here wind power stations, and also the function generator which is available in the lab will generate AC waveform, so alternating current waveform. So it is very important to study about AC waveform and their parameters. So you see that how it look like. So as I shown in the previous slide, so AC sinusoidal would be like this. So this is the time, so this x-axis the time, and this y-axis could be amplitude, and it could be current, and it could be voltage, right? So any of these three parameters, right? So generally, so we can go to represent like this sinusoidal as I showed in the previous slide. This is the sinusoidal waveform, right? So you see that it starts from 0. This is a 0, it is 0, and this is pi by 2, okay? This is a pi, this is pi. So you see that here Vm, this point from this point to this, okay, is called Vm. So what is a Vm? Vm is a peak value. It's a peak value. Peak value. Vm is a peak value. So from what is the peak amplitude of this positive cycle? The peak value. And also you see that there is a negative peak from here. Here is a negative peak. We say this one is the negative peak. Okay. So we say from this portion to this portion, from this point to negative peak to positive peak. So we say that peak to peak. So peak to peak. So we can represent like this. So this is peak to peak is equal to, so what happened, Vm minus of minus Vm is equal to Vm. So this is a peak to peak, right? And what is the time period? Next one is the time period. So this one I will draw it here. So I told you this one is maximum peak from this point to this. This is a maximum peak. So this one is a peak value, and peak to peak. So this minus negative, and this one is the first. So this is called from this to this here. Negative max to positive max. So this one I say that peak to peak. Peak to peak. In some will say like this, peak to peak, right? So this is a peak to peak. So this is called time period from this point. So from this point to this, we say this one is the time period. See, this definitions here, the sinusoid is a signal that has a form of sine or cosine function. So this is the sine or cosine function. This is a function of time. So generally we are going to represent this f of t is equal to, so Vm sine omega t, sine omega t. This sine wave we are going to write in the mathematical equation. This is a function of time. F of t is a function of time. As time changes, the signal also will change. Vm is what? Peak value. This one is the peak value. Omega is the angular frequency. Time is in this x-axis. Okay. Now, so what is the instantaneous value? Here, instantaneous value means the magnitude of the waveform at any instant of time denoted by instantaneous value. So we just see that if I take here this point, I want to know how much is instantaneous value here. I want to know how much voltage is here. So that is, I can represent E1 or V1. E1 or V1. This is stands for voltage. This is also stands for voltage. So at this point, how much voltage? So I will come to know. So that is instantaneous value at any point. So here I want to find at this point here. So this is a E2. What is the at this point? Instantaneous. What is that at this point? E2. What is the voltage? So that I can find. So peak to peak, already explained here. The peak to peak means is denoted by EP2P or VP to peak, or I have just mentioned in place of here V maximum peak to positive peak to maximum negative peak. So I am just writing here, instead of this I am writing here Vm here, maximum peak to maximum negative peak to maximum positive peak. What is that? Is the full voltage between positive and negative peaks of the waveform. So full voltage between positive and negative. So this one is the positive, and as I mentioned here, and this one is the negative peaks of the waveform. So what is that? Is the sum of the magnitudes of the positive and negative peaks. I have explained here. This one is the 2 Vm. What is the time period? Here time period t is equal to time taken to complete one cycle is called time period. So it's so how much time is taken to complete one cycle? So that is called time period. What is the frequency? Frequency means number of cycles that occurs in 1 second. In 1 second, how many cycles are occurring? So that is called the frequency. So here t is equal to 1 by f. So that's we are going to unit is a hertz. Okay, and also f we can write 1 by t. So this is not a h. Okay, so this is a h. This is h. Frequency is equal to 1 by t is equal to h. So these are the sinusoidal waveform parameters. I explained it. Okay. So next what are you going to see? So next we are going to find the average value. So what is the average value? Average or mean value. Average or mean value, you have to find it. So for this sine wave, just see that this is the your sine wave. This is a t, right? So this is a v, right? So now taken as a sinusoidal. So this is the sinusoidal signal. This is sinusoidal signal. Okay, I have to find the average or mean of this sinusoidal. So what are the equation to find it? So V average. So this is a V average. I have to find V average. Generally, I can reference this V average. Okay, AVG. V average is equal to the area under the curve. The formula is the area under the curve by time base. Time base, that is t. This is important formula, you should remember. Alright. So the area under the curve by time period. That's a V average. So we see that area under the curve. Here I am going to share this. So this is the area under the curve. This is the area under the curve. So what is the time period here? So the time period is, this is the time period. This is the time period. So what is the equation area under the curve? So this is a positive and this is a negative. So what happened? V average. So this is a plus and minus. So what happened? It becomes 0 by t. So V average or mean is equal to 0 for this waveform. Right. So V average is 0. Or mean also we can say it is a mean 0. So next we are going to study full wave rectifier. It means we are going to find the average value for the full wave rectifier. Okay. So what is the function of rectifier? So rectifier converts AC to DC. The function of rectifier is converts AC to DC, right? So alternating current to direct current with the help of diodes. Right. So here I am going to draw the circuit. This is my circuit. So the circuit is rectifier. This is a full wave rectifier, right? So full wave rectifier. So just I'm giving input is a input. I'm giving sine voltage, sinusoidal waveform, AC current. So what happened? Output. So this will negative cycle will flip the output of the rectifier. I just see that here. the current and this voltage. So whatever this cycle will be flipped. Just see like this. It will be flipped like this, right? So now we are interested to find the average value or mean value of this signal, right? So now I'm going to make color. So for this signal I'm going to find the average value, right? Average value, right? So right, so you see, just see that here this value is 0 to 0 and this value is, this is t by 2, this value is t by 2 and this is t, this is t. Now here this is a 0 and this is a t by 2 and this one is the t value, right? So we are interested to find the average value of this figure rectified, right? So what is the equation for the average value? Average value, V average is equal to what happens, area under the curve by time base, okay? So this is a very important formula we should remember, right? Okay, so I'm going to find the average value of this signal. So how we are going to find it? We just see that here. So V average is equal to, so area under the curve means this portion. If you find once area of this signal, only one signal, this portion, right? The second one is same like this, right? So I'm going to find the area under the curve by time period. So you just find the average value of one cycle. Then next we can find and integrate, it will find out the area under the curve for all the signal, right? So here what is the area under the curve from here to here? So integral 0 to t by 2. So the signal equation is Vm sine omega t by, so what is the time period? Time period means from here to here, so that is t by 2. So Vm means this is a maximum voltage, this is the Vm, this is the maximum voltage and this is the maximum voltage Vm. So now V average is equal to, so this t by 2 is a constant, right? So what I'm going to do is 1 by t by 2, so Vm also constant, I'm taking outside, so integral 0 to t by 2 sine omega t into dt, right? So here, so V average is equal to 2 by t into Vm, right? And integral t by 2 sine omega t into dt, right? So now V average is equal to, so Vm 2 by t, so when integral sine omega t is equal to minus cos omega t by omega. So in integral, so this is the formula, I'm going to write it here, integral sine omega t into dt is equal to minus 1 by omega cos omega t. So this is the formula, right? We go for the next slide. So here V average is equal to, so what you got, 2 by t Vm. Okay, so that is minus cos omega t by, right, omega is equal to lower limit and upper limit you have to substitute, right. So next, so V average is equal to 2 by t into Vm. So when you substitute upper limit, wherever t is there, so you substitute, wherever t is there, you substitute upper limit and lower limit, right. So in this case, so minus cos omega t by 2, right. So omega I can take it outside here, right, minus, okay. So then what happened, cos omega into 0, right. This already minus is there, so it become plus, so 2 omega m t omega, so this is minus cos omega, so this is a t by 2, t pi by 2 means 2, the t is, what is the value of t, the t is equal to 1 by f, t is equal to 1 by f, right, or you can know that t is equal to 2 pi by omega. This is also we can substitute there. So in place of t, I am going to substitute 2 pi by omega. This already there is 2 is there. So this is a 2. So cos 0 is, omega into 0 is 0. So cos 0 is 1. Right. In the continuation, 2 Vm by t. So omega t I am going to write 2 pi f, angular frequency. So this frequency, this t will get cancelled because f is equal to 1 by t. F is equal to 1 by t, or t is equal to 1 by f, right. And these two and these two gets cancelled. So what is left here? So here these two and these two gets cancelled. This omega gets cancelled. So you have minus cos pi plus 1. So you know that V average, right, Vm by pi, right. So what is cos pi? Cos pi means minus 1. Cos pi you have to write here. So cos pi is equal to minus 1. This is the formula. Cos pi is equal to minus 1. So what happened here? Minus 1 into minus 1, 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So V average is equal to 2 Vm by pi. 2 Vm by pi. So this is the V average value. You just see that our output is this one. So you have found the average value of sinusoidal fully rectifier output. So this is the average value. So this is the average value. So V average is equal to 2 Vm by pi. So this is the important equation you should remember. Right. So next we go for half wave. Next we go for half wave rectifier. So half wave rectifier. Right. So you just see that this is the half wave rectifier. This is the half wave rectifier. Circuit inside diodes, only one diode will be there here. So if you just see that this one is the input signal that is passing through that is passing through this half wave rectifier. So passing this signal through this half wave rectifier, the output would be like this. So the output would be like this. This is the output of this rectifier. So we are interested to find the average value of this signal, right? So what happened here? This negative cycle will be disappeared here. So this is a positive cycle and negative cycle. Positive cycle which will be as it is. The negative cycle will disappear. So you can start in diodes. So if you just see this is a diode and this is diode. So when you pass through this diode this signal through this diode, whatever positive cycle will conduct and a negative cycle will not conduct. So here the output will be positive and this signal will not be conduct, right? So that you will learn in basic electronics, right? So I am just to find the average value of this signal. So how we are going to find? So V average is equal to what you know, area under the curve, area under the curve by time base T. So this is the equation, you know that very well, right? So here V average is equal to, I take it, V average is equal to what? Area under the curve. So this is the area under the curve, this area. This area is 0. So what is the time period of this? Time period of this signal is T, and here how much it is there here? This value is T by 2. Okay. So we are only interested to find the area under the curve from 0 to T by 2, but time period is from 0 to T and 0 to T. So time period, area under the curve, what is the equation? So in Vm sine omega t, right? And integral, so integral taken 0 to T by T, but our time period is T is equal to into dt. Now I am going to erase this into d, right? So V average is equal to, so Vm I can take it outside, Vm by T, take it outside, integral 0 to T by 2, so sine omega t into dt. When you integrate it, so what you get? When you integrate it, you will get Vm by t minus cos omega t into dt. Here actually omega, it won't come here dt, so that is not there. So right. So what is our limit? Right, 0 to T by 2. So when you substitute limit Vm by t, right? So here minus and take it outside, so that will be good. So omega t, and here omega also I can take it outside. So what is the upper limit and lower limit? 0 to T by 2. So minus Vm t omega by, so cos omega into T by 2, in place of t you have to substitute T by t minus cos 0 minus Vm by t omega. So how much, what happened this one? So this value is 2 pi f, or t value you can say. So t value we can say 2 pi by omega, okay, into already the 2 is there, right? So these two, of course this is a cos 0 is 1, right? So what happened, this value and this value will gets cancelled, and this value gets cancelled. So what is left here? Minus Vm, so t, okay, t omega. So what happened, this value is, so cos phi means -1, so -1 -1, so this happened, this value will be -2, right? So -2 into Vm, -2 into -Vm, so what happened, 2 Vm by t omega. So here V average is equal to 2 Vm by t omega. So now what I'm going to do, right, 2 Vm, right? So t is equal to what? So omega is equal to what? 2 pi f, angular frequency. So this t and this f gets cancelled. So f is equal to here, f is equal to 1 by t. When you got f is equal to 1 by t, the t gets cancelled. Here 2 gets cancelled. So you left with Vm by pi. So V average is equal to Vm by pi. So what is our signal, average signal? So this is your signal of a rectifier. So this is, so we have found average value for this signal. So this is 0 and this is t and this is t by 2, right? So here average value is V average is equal to how much? Vm by pi. For full wave rectifier 2 Vm by pi, but half wave rectifier Vm by 5. So this is the important equation.